Okay, so since last week I've painted the struts. I primed them, painted them black, and then sprayed them with clear coat. I also did the same on the license plate mount, and I made this piece to make it a little more rigid because it was kind of flopping around, and I imagine when I'm on the highway it's going to take a beating from the wind. So yeah, I just made this piece to attach here. I took off the gas tank, took off all the hardware, everything, and I'm letting it air dry and get all the gas fumes out of there. This dent is really deep, so I'm just gonna have a shop pull it out and prime it for me while they're at it. This dent I could probably pull out on my own, but since I'm gonna have them do it, might as well let them do the whole thing. Yeah, if it was a case where I could just use one of those dent pullers with like the glue gun and so on, I'd do it. I don't want to mess with like welding anything on the tank or that kind of stuff. I'll leave that to professionals. So they're gonna fix the dents and prime it, and then I'll paint it and put the clear coat on. Last weekend I tried to wet sand and buff this down, and I nearly ruined the paint job on it. So I had to repaint certain spots where while I was sanding it, it got to bare metal. And then I put another clear coat over it, and honestly it's shiny enough. I'm not even going to mess with it. I'm not making a show bike or eye candy, it's going to be a functional bike. And I'm content with it. Alright, so this piece is going to be my rear running light, stop, brake light, and turn signals. It's one LED strip. I'm going to make the mount for it now. Usually. Alright, so this is pretty much the bike as it's gonna look, almost completed. I just mounted the tank really quick to show you guys the general idea and to get a look at it myself. I'm gonna have a shop actually pull out those dents because I don't want to mess with welding anything on there or trying anything and then end up messing it up and having to buy a brand new tank. Yeah, as you can see, it mounted pretty good. If you can see the bolts in there. And you got the struts. The strut. And the license plate holder. Remember how it was flimsy before? It's much better with that piece I fabricated. As you can see, it's right here. It's just a thicker piece of aluminum, and this is steel. And it just gives it the right rigidity. But yeah, it's coming together. It's looking awesome. I started up, but I drained the fuel tank. Soon it'll be done. Next up, I have to mount the LEDs along this. I run the wires down through here. I could have run it through the frame, but I don't feel like drilling the frame and doing all that kind of stuff when I could just run the wire along here and just zip tie it. Yeah, so that's the bike.